Hi everybody, welcome to Dancingluna Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Scorpio. And we're going to start by asking what's going on with your person, what you're thinking about as you watch this reading. This is a general reading, so it will likely not resonate with every single Scorpio out there. So take what you need and leave the rest. And right now we're asking what's going on with your person, what's going on their side that they maybe don't show you, maybe don't tell you. Or maybe they do, who knows, but we're just going to get some info on what is going on with your person. Just going to shuffle one more time and then we'll throw some cards. Okay, this is for Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio's person? Really interesting hit, okay, yeah, it's interesting. I got this hit like when the Death card came out and when the Four of Wands came out, almost like an onion, that your person is like unpeeling their layers, like that things are being revealed, like veils are being removed. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some more cards. There's a lot of clarity here. I feel like your person is really on this journey of clarity. It's got like, hang on. The Nine of Cups wanted to come out, so I'm wondering if it's going to come out again. Let's see. Just want to get some clarity on these burdens. Yeah, you know what's interesting? Right before this Tower is this King of Swords Devil, and I just had this image of this King of Swords just like cutting that head right off the devil. I feel like your person's going through some sort of transformation, and it may be due to this union. It may be due to them like coming into union with you. It may have to do with them being in your energy. That they're going through this transformation, but this transformation very much feels to me like the internal mysteries being shed in a way, like the layers of an onion, like things being revealed, peeled off slowly. I feel like this is where your person has been a little bound up and like maybe blindfolded in some way. They are literally taking these swords and like cutting these layers off one by one. It's so funny. Layers. And this Ace of Swords is like this thing. It's a thing where something new has come in, and there's a lot of like epiphany on this. Like your person's experiencing some awakening in some way. Like this Ace of Swords has come through to like cut the BS and like cut these cloths off, like cut these blindfolds off. And this is definitely an internal journey for your person because this is self-imposed. This blinding and this bondage is very self-imposed. It's almost like your person is cutting away any places in their life where they have felt like a victim of their circumstances. It's like they're unveiling the realities of the situations and sort of maybe seeing their part in things. It's very interesting. And I feel like as soon as this King of Swords and this Devil came out, I just had this visual of like this king like cutting through the energy of this devil. And this devil is like old patterns, shadow side, codependency, addiction, whatever it is for your person that they have maybe struggled with for a long time. They're just getting clarity. It's like they're showing up with this sword and they're just like they're cutting through their own BS, if that makes sense. And it's like they're just having like a tower moment that's like shaking them loose of all their burdens. But I feel like it's got something to do with like coming into union with you. Something about like your energies meeting has like, I'm not sure, Scorpio, if you're like a very elevated person or if you're on a journey of elevation right now. you know, where you're sort of ascending and learning and into your higher knowing. But if you have a heavy soul tie with this person, it's possible that they're like being, how to say this? When we have a soul connection with someone that's like journeys in past lives, when we come into union on this plane, if we're like on a really good progression, a lot of times it will like the energy will ripple through and like pull our person onto this same type of awakening journey. And sometimes like they don't even know they don't even know what's going on. It's just like happening. But I feel like your person is like in awakening from ways that they have been maybe self-destructive, self-sabotaging. Maybe they used to have a tendency to kind of sit in victim mode and like blame the world for their problems. But I feel like that's just they're unveiling all the BS and like sort of seeing the accountability factor and like what part they've played in their own destructive ways. And they're just like slicing right through it. There's so much clarity. There's so much clarity here. And I feel like this has been like a like an awakening, this tower moment. I don't think this is negative. I think this tower has like come in to like shake your person loose from burdens that they've been just carrying for a long time. I feel like things have been tough for your person on an internal level for a minute, for a while. And I feel like this connection is shaking them loose, which is a great thing, because after a tower always comes a new clean, clear, like slate, a new clean, clear path. So that's really beautiful. So yeah, your person is definitely having a heavy transformation period right now, especially with all this other stuff going on. Sometimes when devil comes up, there's like concern, right? That there could be like addiction issues and stuff like that. And those things could be like a part of your person, yeah. But I don't know. As soon as this King of Swords and Devil came out next to each other, I just feel like this king is like knocking the head right off of this devil, almost like where this has existed. It's just like your person just cutting through the BS. They're cutting through their own BS though. That's the great thing. It's like they are cutting through their own BS. This is a beautiful thing when a person does that, you know, when they get clarity on their own stuff. This is like a self-awareness happening, which is amazing. So great, Scorpio. Okay, we're gonna see what's going on in the connection coming up in the near future. And so when I say near future, you probably heard me say this several times before. I'm framing it up to the next few months. Could be a week, could be a month, could be 2 months. I don't know your timeline, so just have to see how it shakes out. But I'm asking, you know, up to the next few months when I say near future. So right now I'm asking what's going on in the mutual energy, in this connection. What is coming up around the bend in this connection? Okay, what's going on with Scorpio and their person in the upcoming energy? Yeah. Okay, let's see. I would expect to see some interesting, beautiful things here, just because like of the internal shifts and changes that your person is going through right now. Okay. Yeah, so this is interesting. I feel like this has been a journey. I don't know if you've like had the sort of pleasure to witness this journey for this person. But this is like, okay, when it comes to internal spiritual work, one thing I'll say is that we never really arrive. It's like an ongoing process. But I feel like there's been a lot of, it's like there's been work put into this, and this is in the upcoming future. This is where the house is almost finished. if that makes sense. You know, this is like something that's been worked on and being built for a while, and it hasn't been easy work. This getting this union to a solid place, yeah. But it is happening. 9 is like where it's almost at completion. He's got the last wand in his hands and he's just almost done building this wall. Sometimes this can speak of being guarded, but not really in this deck, not to me. This is like where the work is almost done. The journey is almost complete. But as I said before, like the journey is never really complete. And so that's something to keep in mind. Like, you know, as we go through growth cycles, then there's always another growth cycle, hopefully, and another growth cycle. We never really arrive at this place of enlightenment, total enlightenment. It's a constant journey of work. There is going to be, in the near future, like some serious, like, shared love in this connection. There's going to be some peace happening in this connection. This water is just like flowing to and from this cup. This is, the biggest abundance of love that exists in the cups is the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning here, but this is just this is an overabundance of flowing love and emotion. I want to know why this Miser card is here. What needs to be okay? So there may be, so if there has been like a period of inaction, like where there hasn't been a lot of movement, right? Almost like where things have been more in a planning stage. There's an indication that this stance may be somewhat hard to let go of, maybe on one of your parts or both of your parts. I don't know if your person like went through a bunch of stuff that like made it hard for you to want to like really fully engage in this union. So it could be that it's you that's sort of holding on to holding back. Or if it's your person, only you know your story, but there's still like, there's a little of that energy still hanging out in the near future. You know, holding on to that space where it's like being a little bit stuck in the planning phase and not really in the diving in phase. But you have a Wheel of Fortune here, which is indicating like shift and change. Shift, change. So this is a change in the dynamic, yeah. And then you've got High Priestess. So this is just talking about like, if you guys are in like a sort of a soul recognition union, which I have a feeling that this might be, Scorpio, like something where you met each other and there was just like a feeling of knowing like right away on both of your parts that like this was not just the ordinary connection. There may be like a lot of intuiting back and forth while there is like sitting in this sort of like looking at the future, but maybe not totally diving into it. You know, I feel like there's an exchange of like, almost like you can feel their energy and they can feel your energy. Like when you're apart from each other, you can feel each other. I don't know if you've expressed that to each other, but, I think that's a factor with High Priestess here, that there's like there's an energy exchange going on here. She's got like a big ball on top of her head, which is just like, there was a lot of energy there at the third eye. And she's a seer, so I don't know. I have a feeling you guys are tapped into each other on an intuitive level. Now where this is shifting, this sitting still, this holding on to like not taking action, is shifting, and it's coming out in Page of Cups, which is like a new love offering. So that's really sweet, and it's right under the Ace of Cups. It's right under the new beginning. So I don't feel like this is like a heavily rooted, stuck energy, but I do think that there is some presence of this in the upcoming future. But everything else is like indicative of things moving and changing, and love being expressed, love being shared. You know, but also keep in mind that if your person has been doing a lot of work, they may not have really navigated in healthy relationship much. So they might be a little bit sort of like a novice at it. So so there's that also with the page. That could be a possibility that they don't, that also as they're learning about themselves, they're probably also learning how to love, maybe even how to be loved. Yeah. But there will be dialogue. between the two of you. There will be very clean, concise, clear dialogue about what it is. You will have clarity with High Priestess and Queen of Swords wrapping this out. This is not where like things will be left unsaid. There will be communication, there will be a conversation, and like if you look at this Queen of Swords, she's like got her hand out and she's talking. She's not very emotional about it either. So this is going to be direct. This is not hurtful words either, though. This is just open, clear, direct communication. And this is like, this is without confusion. So I don't think there's going to be confusion. There's a lot of swords. There's a lot of like mental energy going on here, especially with High Priestess in this whole reading. A lot of like mental stimulation. There's a lot of like, there's a lot of flow of thoughts. But it seems to be in like a good direction. It's not like an overthinking stuck type of flow of thoughts. It's a good flow of thoughts. So yeah, I think that, you know, this is beautiful, like where this is going. So, but just, you know, I would have a little expectation that this might just slow things down. This might slow things down, but then you've got a wheel here that's sort of like bringing the momentum up a little bit. So that's nice, but just be aware, yeah, that there might still be a lingering in the future as this is all sort of playing out. A little bit of, there's a need to like loosen up and let things flow a little bit better so that this Two of Wands guy can go to the Three of Wands where he's like at the edge ready to dive in. So it's like this is not quite there yet, but it's there's flow here. So there's possibility to move through this energy. All right, Scorpio, that's your reading for now. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. And if it did not, you can feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising. You might find more relevant information over there. But I just want to thank you so much for coming out and supporting the channel and receiving this reading today. It means a lot to me, and I'm super grateful. All right, take care, Scorpio.